Hey, you look just... I would glad... No need to go. The boots are... Good day.
What can I do? We're still in Sirach is a... You too. You're the Divine Crusader.
Balin. Oh, Balin. I loved you, old man. I loved you, but I couldn't protect you.
I take it you want something. What can I do? I would... The Countess is Heartland Nibanian. Good. I'm really tired. Bruma is a We don't... They say someone finally... Shadow hide. This is a grand day.
You're going to have to leave. The culprit in this crime has already been dealt with. It's just a matter of... I'd tell you more, but... All right. Well, I suppose there's no harm in telling you what happened. Turns out that Braden Lyrian is a vampire. Or was. If it wasn't for Rainiel Draelis, we may never... In the last week or so, we've found 2 bodies stashed in shallow graves outside the city walls. The bodies had puncture wounds. The bodies were those of some beggars who used to wander the streets looking for handouts. Vampire... Luckily for us, Rainiel arrived. He tracked the vampire to this house. When he entered the place around noon, Braden was asleep. Luckily, Braden's wife wasn't home. Poor thing. We did a follow-up investigation, and it's true that no one recollects seeing... I'm afraid there's not much more to... As far as I know, he was a good man. I'm impressed. It only took him a day to track the... I understand that Feel free to question...
I can't believe this is... Please! Please! I need your help! Forgive me. I loved... This has all happened. I came home only just a few hours ago. I found the door open and my Braden dead. Standing over him was a Dunmer. I screamed and ran out into the street. I heard the Dunmer identify himself as Rainiel Draelis. He said he was a vampire. The guards seemed to know about Rainiel, and after a search of the house, the body of some beggar was found. The guards sent for Carius, who is an investigator for crimes here in Bruma. Well, of course it does. It was obviously planted here. Why would he stash a body in his own house? And another thing, the guards are making a big deal out of no one seeing Braden out in the daylight. Well, of course that's the case. He works at night and has to sleep during the day. Why does that make... It's all that Raynal character. I don't trust... Of course, he says he's never been here. Look, there isn't much more. I have no idea where he'd be. Olav's tapping... I know I sound desperate.
So, I'm sure Erlene is... Her accusations that Raynal is lying is not surprising. I suppose if I found out a loved one was... I'll warn you about one thing. I understand we have it on good authority from officials in a neighboring city. I am only allowing you to do this investigation. Keep up the good work, I suppose.
Hello.
Oh, you're...
We all owe you our lives. Yes, the vampire hunter. As far as... Apparently, Braden Lyrian was one of those vile creatures. He seemed to be such a... Take care.
Hey! Yes. He's... Bye.
How are you? What can I do? I know I may be out of line by saying this, but I think I could have sworn I saw him outside in the daylight before. When I heard Raynal killed him. Raynal's staying in the last room. I always liked Braden, and... You do not belong in here. Oh, hello. It's you. I'm really tired. What can I do? Gelaborn? That's odd that you should mention that name. Raynal told me that... Yeah, that's right. Somewhere in Skingrad, I believe. That's apparently why the guards trust... And nothing else. Just look for me if you...
So, how do you know about that? Ah, the Skingrad Citywide. What do you mean you disagree? I don't know what to say. It all makes perfect sense now. Why else would Raynal have removed this journal from the crime scene in Skingrad? I heard no mention of a key either. It must have been removed by Raynal from Braden's body before we arrived. To think that 2 innocent men were killed. And that I'm responsible for one of their deaths. I will rouse the guard and begin a search for him in the city. Meet me at Olev's Tap and Tack in 1 hour.
Do you have any more? Yes, I remember Braden mentioning that. I know I sound desperate.
Just before I arrived here, I received a report from one of our scouts watching the roads. Raynal was spotted heading west out of Bruma. The scout tried to follow. The only cave to the west that comes close to the one described in Gelaborn's journal. You must get there before he acquires whatever artifact is being kept there. I'm keeping the city guard in Bruma, as Raynal doesn't know we're after him. If he sees a guard, he may... You're my only hope at the moment. If he won't surrender, I think you... I can't wait. Raynal will pay for... If all you say is true. Someone needs to get... Please
I take
hurry.
it...
Congratulations. I had a feeling you would catch on sooner or later. I saw you enter Olav's Tap and Tack before I could get there, and I knew that it was only a matter of time before you or Carius figured it out. Certainly not. I'm surprised Carius didn't send the entire city watch up here, but then I would have seen that coming, I suppose. I expected to lay low for a while and then be on my way. This leaves me with little choice. Either I fight you now and have a chance at freedom, or I prefer the... Yes, I suppose it is.
What news do you bring? Long ago, I made a promise to Braden. I promised to... However, because you've avenged his unjust death, Braden told me about this amulet when they first... He never really trusted anyone else in the group, and before he secured the treasure in... The magic masks the true identity of the item. No, he always feared this day would come. If the other members of Braden's group were still alive, and I on my deathbed, only then would I pass... If you'd give me that amulet. Thank you. I will now speak the word. Brother. Here is the amulet back. It's as beautiful as it... I'm certain that's what I thank you from the bottom of... I'm glad he's dead. I know that's... Poor Arnora. Arnora and Jorunda were once a... He was going to skip town on... Justice has been done. Can't you see that I'm upset? I can't help myself. I'm just a sucker for well-heeled men. That Olaf. I suppose I can trust you with this information. After all, if you can help me recover my stolen gold... I've heard that I know what you've heard, all about Jorunda and his run-in with the town guard. Well, let's just... I may have let a detail or two leak out to entice someone such as you to us. All I can promise is that you'll be... Smart answer. Jorunda and I have had a rocky relationship at best. Against my will, I've been dragged all over Cyrodiil helping him commit petty crimes. I wouldn't say we're thieves. I mean, we've stolen things, sure. But we've never stolen that much. That is until last year. Jorunda started to take risks and began robbing more dangerous targets. I'm talking about the bigger scores, like estates and tax shipments. I begged him to stop. He just threatened to hurt me if I... The few times I tried to say something... Our last score was a tax shipment being delivered to the Imperial City. I was mortified. We snatched up the gold and holed up in the mountains. He said if I breathed a word of the murder... I was terrified of him at this point. 2 days later, I was off gathering food, but Jorunda was captured. Served him right. When I went back to the site... What I need you to do is go to the Bruma castle... He's not likely to just come out and tell...
Any time now. Stop right there, criminal! Hope you rot, criminal scum.
I don't know who you are, nor
All of this just works.
I'm not talking that fetcher of a... I don't know who you... I'm listening. Yeah, I don't talk such rot. Not now. Don't, please. I'm sorry. Yeah, whatever. I don't talk. I doubt it. Ikes, not now. You're good. I'm not talking to you about anything. You're an outsider. I bet you that fetcher of a guard, Tirelius, is all... By the way the guards tossed you in here, I can see you're no friend of theirs. I suppose I can trust you. In fact, maybe you can help me with a bit of a problem. I'm in here for the long haul. They got me for murder, even though I didn't do it. And once the Count makes a ruling, there's no way it's changing. I owe all of this to that heartless, treacherous witch, Arnora. You want to know what happened? I'll tell you. I was betrayed, stabbed in the back. I'm in here and Arnora's out there, living in my house. We were doing petty crimes all over Cyrodiil. Small scores, 10 gold here, 25 there. Nothing big enough to have them investigate you.
Then along comes Arnora with a plan to waylay a tax shipment headed for the Imperial City. We're talking serious gold, complete
I told her she was crazy, but she insisted. Women have a way of getting men to do what they want. So we did it. We ambushed the shipment. In the process, Arnora killed a guard. I told her to be careful and just knock them out, but she didn't listen. Then she disappears to get supplies. Suddenly, the campsite gets raided by the Bruma City Guard. There's no way they could have found us. Oh, there's no doubt she tipped them off. But I was one step ahead. I had moved the loot while she was away. My final revenge. I'll tell you, I want Arnora dead. That's right, I said dead. She took my life away, and now I want hers taken as well. You do this for me, and you get the gold. All of it. All I need is proof is that damn amulet she always wears. You want the gold? Finally, a chance for revenge.
All of this just works.
Yes, Master. You need me?
How does the day greet you, friend?
Well, so, were you able... I confess I did. So he told you another one. What if there was another way? That fetcher. Look, I know you could... You kill me here and... Then prepare for the fight of your life. I suppose to...
You have the hands of a healer.
Look at the muscles on you. Tidings, citizen. Greetings.
Yes, Master. You need...
Yes?
Look at the muscles on you.
Something to report? What a bother.
Show me the proof. 2 amulets? One of them must be a fake. Clever girl. Taught her everything I know. So she's dead, eh? Ha ha! Finally someone has wiped that stupid smug...
Well, you did your part of the bargain, now I'll do mine. The gold is buried outside the walls of Bruma, near the north gate.
Goodbye. I don't expect to be seeing you anytime soon. If I were you, I'd... Hi there. Well met. How does Ulfa... Sorry, I'm too busy counting...
He's a saint.
How about that? Congratulations on your victory. I admit, I thought your plan... She holds public audience. I'm through talking to you.
Get too close to the prison.
You know, stranger, there comes a time in every man's life when he has to admit that he's lost the fight. Who did I lose? Go on and Wait. Help? Oh, well then. I'm a fisherman. Or at least I was. Until one of those slaughterfish damn near took my leg off. I was collecting their scales, see? I had a contract with this young alchemist. You wouldn't believe what he was paying for those scales. Then, last month, one of the bastards got a hold of my leg. Took me right out of the business. But this alchemist, he needs the scales right away. The alchemist was paying so much for the scales that I'm close to having enough saved so that I can retire. But now I can't get out there to the lake. Not with this leg. I only needed 12 more scales. Can you believe it? I was so close. I've picked up a few things in my travel. Help an old fish. I don't know what I'll do if... By the 9, you've got the scales! I'll give you this ring in trade. Thank you, stranger.
Astior Inventius. Be seeing you.
If you see my good... Perhaps you can help me. My husband's name is Yalfi the Contemptible. My father said I was a fool to marry him, but I didn't listen. At our wedding, my father gave us a family heirloom as a gift. Rock Shatter, a mace that's been in my family for many generations. Yalfi snatched Rock Shatter from our mantle and took off to find his fortune with the local marauder gang. Please, I don't think he's ever... Please bring back Rock...
Now you will know pain. Am I supposed to be impressed?
Found rock shatter. I'd already convinced. What's become of you? He was a good man when I married him, but greed. Well, I feel I owe you some. May the goddess watch you. I hope I can help. For the right price. Take care.
Yes, Master. You need...
Welcome back, my lord.
Good to see you again. I've been looking for... It's a quaint little... Wonderful. As I said, I've had a look at the place myself. I'm fairly certain that Cyrodiil... May luck be always on your side.
An honor to...
Your quest for the cru... Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you. You drive up. Above. Above. Thank you. Good day.
Hail, Savior!
How delightful. Welcome.
You have the hands of a healer.
anything, Lord. Good day. Armor, weapons, I have it all. How may I help you? You've got a great deal. I appreciate it. Take care. Any friend of Martin? Let's do business. A fine an ex. Come back and see.
I suppose world domination is worth that much. Scratch, Grounder, bring in the cash cart.
Another sad. Goodbye.